first ever episode of Built Beasts. Hope you all enjoyed our intro because
Matt went and deleted the only hard copy we have. Well done.
Yep.
Coming up on this episode, we cover
2 cars, 1 engine,
a Porsche collection,
and a big obnoxious yellow Supra. So then, Steve, what have you been up to since the intro video?
I got a new one.
Yeah, I put some new tyres on mine.
And you made my run.
Yes, because you bought a car for £12.50.
But it was beautiful.
She is beautiful, but wasn't running when you bought it nonetheless. This, ladies and gentlemen, is my pride and joy, my Ford Focus ST 2.5 turbo. Lots of mods, we'll be discussing them with you shortly. It's running at the moment somewhere between 300 and 320 horsepower. That's estimated by the people who helped me build it. We should get it on the rollers in the next few months, and when we have, I'll have a number that I can give you for definite. We're on our way to see a very different car despite being built on the same chassis and having the same 5-cylinder engine. Yes, it's a Volvo, and no, the owner doesn't play golf, nor is he a Jehovah's Witness. Right then, these are the cars in question. Ben sent us in his list of mods, and they're practically identical to mine except a few things, so we're going to let Ben talk us through them. Right then, talk us through what's this then?
Well, that's the Nembo inlay, which is it's got 5 throttle body style trumpets in it.
So as you can see, mine's a little bit different because we've got all the hydro dipping, just to tart it up a little bit because why not? Done by our very own Chris, who's got the camera today. And also we've got the K&N kit, which, as I said, has got the problem because it's sat right on top of the engine. Still much better than the restrictive original airbox, but that's something I'm looking to update and possibly make a custom system later.
I like the alloy pipe. Oh, it's not alloy.
Thank you. We'll go back and check your painted plastic one in a minute. Go on, talk us through why we want one of these.
Well, for someone who's never driven a front wheel drive car with an LSD, the difference is quite huge when you're coming into a corner and coming out, particularly when you're powering out of a corner. Front wheel drive, especially a front heavy one like the P1 platform with the 5-cylinder, will really want to run wide coming out of a corner, but with the LSD, particularly the Quaife, which torque vectors, it'll just pull you right around the corner.
You enjoyed it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, sensible hats on because
We went to meet Keith from York and we went to see some of the cars from his beautiful collection.
Right, well, this is a car collection I've got. It's actually, what we're going to do is going to go through 2 of the cars I've currently got. Although we have another one, which was the start of my journey into cars, which was in fact is a Triumph TR6, a 1972 TR6.
Very nice.
And then what we've got now is an evolution of that, essentially, because that was the car of my dreams. The next car along the line was a TVR Chimera, which is kind of an uprated TVR on the TR6, and finally we've arrived at what we have here, which is in fact a Porsche 911 997 Turbo. It has a 3.6 flat 6 engine, twin turbo, and it develops 473 brake horsepower.
Very nice.
It also goes from 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. This is a TVR Chimera 5 litre. This is basically a Rover V8 engine, 3.5 litre engine, the TVR power take, and then they bore it out to 5 litre. This has had the added bonus, it's a high compression, so it's a 5 litre HC engine.
That's
So
some power then.
so it's an awesome power. This develops 340 brake horsepower, and this will go from 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds.
Here we have the engine bay. Engine has used in Rovers like the SD1 with an amazing soundtrack.
You really liked that TVR, didn't you?
that was a proper car. Now for something completely different.
I'm now covering this, a Toyota Supra, which we've heard a lot about, seen all over the internet. It's got quite a reputation for what it is. It stands for exactly what we cover as a brand. Matt?
Yeah. For an NA car, I actually have
Liked
lots
it.
of nice to say about it, yeah. It's come from a fantastic long journey, and we're going to talk to the owner now about wherever it's come from. Well then, John.
Welcome, thank you.
Steve.
So, tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I've had it for about 3 years. Before that I had one that looked exactly like it, only it was a hard top. Same colour and everything.
Now the yellow thing, tell us a little bit about that.
So a big ostentatious car like this needs to be a big ostentatious colour. So the front bumper is one that I had left over from the old car. It got resprayed at the same time as the entire car got sprayed. The headlights actually came about because I was just trolling Facebook. Paid up this time because there was a guy selling these lenses. Now the original lenses look a bit like these here, which are really mucky and old looking, whereas these ones, as you can see, very clear indeed. Also the light output is a lot more on those.
Now you mentioned these vents, John.
Yeah, the vents. On the old bonnet I had, we had vents here and here, but we ran out of Dremel wheels because we kept breaking them. Also, with the old bonnet, with those being proper vents, there was water falling onto the battery, which is right under here, and on the other side the air filter lies right under there. You don't really want water on either of those things, particularly at the same time. So what we did was stuck a bit of Perspex under there and then sandwiched in this mesh here, and the Perspex was painted black, and then put the carpet back. So when we open the bonnet later, you'll see it just looks standard.
Good plan. Now to these wheels,
Yeah.
the choice of them was because...
They're actually Sora fitment. I wanted something that was a 5-spoke, which was easy to clean. Sounds lazy, but I had some Chromes before, which was rubbish. I got these because they weren't rotors.
Now this body kit and side skirts, I see it's all smoothed in there.
Yep.
What inspired you? What?
Again, the old car, this will probably go back to that again, that was all smoothed in because I don't really like the look of lines, unsightly lines.
Hence the adult edition there.
Well, that's actually part of the skirt.
Really?
Is that? Yeah. It's all moulded as one piece.
Very smooth.
So if we open the door, you can take a look in there and see that it's all smooth on the inside of here as well.
I like that.
I like that standard look. And they're very much, the Ridox skirts are very much like the standard skirts, only with the bottom blade.
And there's no joining types of any kind at all. It's very smooth, is that?
No, he's done a good job on the bodywork.
Well, John, I've noticed you've not bought a drifting for it.
Yep, because I'm not a drifter. I just like it to look nice. When I first got it, it had a really horrible veil side spoiler, which you couldn't see past out the window. And I wanted something on there, but nothing too massive.
Right now,
So
shiny
we've got the
bits.
Ridox.
So you've got a lot of yellow followed in here as well.
Yeah, the pipes, as you can see, the vacuum pipes are all one of those big Boost Junkies kits you can get off eBay. These are proper Sanco hoses. I got those from Demon Tweaks, along with this pipage. That came with the car. That's HKS.
Really?
Nice. I got these because they were turquoise. They matched the engine covers and various other bits. The reason for the turquoise actually is I'm engaged to a designer and she wanted some input, so I thought, yeah, why not?
Fair play.
So she said turquoise, so I went turquoise. Obviously there's a couple of bits which I missed, like that there, but you know, no one's perfect.
John, bad news for you, mate. It seems that someone's stolen your turbo.
Very funny, yeah, I get that a lot. Aerotop Supras are a lot more common in their naturally aspirated guys, although twin turbo ones were available. It's easier to stick a twin turbo engine in or get a single turbo kit than it is to cut a hole in your roof. So there will be a turbo going in there at some point, just not just yet.
Okay then.
So, we've talked about this this last car a lot. Let us know a bit what happened to that.
BMW happened. Not BMW as a company, a BMW. I was on the A64, it was our second date, and we stopped on the A64 in some traffic, and the BMW that was behind us did not stop.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, I'm impressed with the progress you made on this. And it didn't put you off?
No, well, it was sad times. I just had my pride and joy taken off me by some guy who was looking at his centre console, because that's more interesting than the road. Anyway, yeah, so I wasn't quite finished with the car. There was still more stuff I wanted to do, so why not just buy another one and carry on?
Well, so far, you've done a good job with it. I'm very impressed.
Thanks.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks.
Do you know, I've always wanted a Supra, but with a turbo.
Obviously.
Before we finish, we're going to have to stop and say a big thank you to Alex on the artwork for that fantastic title sequence,
To Furry Walls for the use of their studio.
and to Ben, John and Keith for letting us see around their cars.
We'll see you on the next one.
See you later.